Welcome to the 12 Days of Christmas Fat Loss Edition. For the next 12 days, we're cutting through the noise around fat loss after 40. Not trends, not extremes, and not more willpower. We're still releasing our regular weekly episodes too, so make sure you're following the show so you don't miss anything. And if you're listening to this after Christmas time, and maybe it's the middle of July, and you're wondering why the heck is she sending me this link for a 12 Days of Christmas Fat Loss Edition, the idea is that you can go and binge all of the episodes. They are all short, under 10 minutes long, and they will still apply all year long. Today's episode is deeply personal, and for a lot of women, it's going to feel validating and infuriating all at the same time. So let's dive in. There was a point in my life where I genuinely questioned everything I had ever known about health, weight loss, and nutrition. I also questioned my sanity, because I was doing everything I knew, everything I was told, everything I was taught. I ate clean. I trained consistently. I cared deeply about my health. I wasn't letting myself go. And yet my body was heavier. My energy was fragile. My hormones were unpredictable. And fat loss felt completely out of reach. I gained 20 pounds in 3 months. I owned a gym for 12 years, and I was the unhealthiest healthy person you would ever meet. What messed with my head most? Every time I went to my doctor, I was told my labs were normal, everything looked great, nothing was wrong. Maybe I needed an antidepressant or an anti-anxiety. I was even told that I looked better with a little meat on my bones. I remember sitting there thinking, why do I feel like this? Why does it feel like my body is fighting me? Why does it feel so damn hard when I am trying so damn hard? I left my doctor's office that year multiple times with tears in my eyes, crying in my car, not the, ugly cry, dramatic kind, but the kind that you sit there, need to take a couple of breaths, wipe your eyes, and move on with life. And that's the moment a lot of women quietly start blaming themselves. Here's the truth that no one tells you. Routine blood work from your doctor is not designed to help you. It's not designed to help you lose weight, have more energy, feel good in your body, balance your hormones, or optimize your metabolism. It's designed to detect disease. That's it. Literally out of my doctor's mouth. So when your doctor says your labs are normal, what they're really saying is you're not sick enough for me to diagnose you with a disease. And that does not mean that your body is functioning well, which you already know because you wouldn't be going to your doctor feeling like shit if you felt like you were functioning well. And if weight loss were easy, energy was high, and hormones were balanced, you wouldn't be listening to this episode. So what changed everything for me was asking a different question. Not what's wrong with me or what am I missing or what am I not getting right? It's what is my body missing? What am I depleted in? Or what am I struggling to process? And that's when functional lab testing changed my life. Not because it gave me answers I wanted, oh hell no, but it gave me answers that made sense. So the first lab test that changed my life was the HTMA. This is the depletion that no blood test will ever show you. This is what cracked everything open. It was the hair tissue and mineral analysis. This test doesn't care what your blood looks like. Blood tests happen, they give you a snapshot in time of this one very second. The HTMA shows long-term patterns. And what it showed me was confronting. It wasn't tired because I lacked discipline. I was tired because my body was depleted. Years of stress, underfueling, overtraining, and powering through had drained the minerals that literally run your metabolism. Minerals control thyroid signaling, energy production, blood sugar regulation, stress response, nervous system balance. Blood work doesn't catch that because blood protects survival, not performance. Seeing this was emotional because it meant I wasn't broken. It was just that I was running on empty. The second lab that changed my life was the Dutch, the hormone story that I was never shown. And this is where so many women finally feel understood. This test showed how my hormones were being produced, how they were being metabolized, how they were being used and cleared out of my body, and what cortisol was doing across the entire day, not just a single snapshot in time, a full story, a full pattern. And that story said one thing loud and clear, that my body had been living in survival mode for years. I am talking probably a good 30 years. Cortisol was high when it shouldn't be, low when I needed energy, and my hormones were trying to function in a system that was already so exhausted. No blood test ever showed that. Because again, disease detection does not equal functioning well. The third lab that changed my life was the GI map. This test explained why nothing else worked. This showed my inflammation, my gut imbalances, the stress on my digestive system that were keeping my body in defense mode. And here's the part that women need to understand: a body that does not feel safe will never let go of weight, ever. Inflammation, gut dysfunction, and immune stress all signal one thing to your body: hold on, protect, conserve. Fat loss doesn't happen in this state. Once gut health was addressed, everything finally had room to work. So these 3 tests showed me just how slow my metabolism actually was. When there is gut dysfunction, there is a slow metabolism. When there is hormone imbalance, there is a slow metabolism. When your cells are not able to uptake minerals from your food, you have a slow metabolism. So no wonder I gained 20 pounds in 3 months. And once I actually addressed these things, I lost 12 pounds in 4 weeks. I am not joking. I lost 12 pounds in 4 weeks, and these are very typical results that I see with my clients every single day when they start addressing the things that are going on inside their bodies instead of just focusing on the diet and exercise that we have been told for the last 100 years that will get us that hot AF body that we have all looking for, that consistent energy, that strong feeling, that confident feeling, that feeling sexy in your clothes again feeling. It is not all about diet and exercise. It is about addressing the dysfunction. And these 3 labs uncover that dysfunction, and we know exactly which systems to start addressing and start healing so that weight loss becomes so effortless. I want to be really clear here. If your labs are normal, in quotes, but fat loss feels impossible, your energy is inconsistent, sleep is poor, hormones feel chaotic, or you feel disconnected from your body, or really, if you're just freaking frustrated that every bit of effort you have been putting in is showing 0 results or minimal results, then let me tell you something: your labs are not normal. They are incomplete. Medical doctors are trained to look for disease. They are not trained to look for metabolic reasons why weight loss isn't happening for you. So when they say you're fine, what they mean is you don't have a diagnosable condition. And that's not the same thing. Seeing real data did something I didn't expect. It gave me relief. I stopped feeling crazy. I stopped blaming myself. I stopped thinking I just needed more discipline. Instead, I had a roadmap. And when I have a roadmap, progress stops feeling random. This is the empowering part. You don't have to stay in the dark. These labs are accessible when you work with a qualified practitioner, somebody like me, who knows how to interpret them and build a strategy for you, not just a diet and exercise program. We're not guessing. We're literally giving you real answers, that roadmap to your goal, built for you. If this episode feels personal, that's because it is. I have a free metabolism assessment that helps identify which systems may be slowing your fat loss and whether labs like HTMA, Dutch, or GI map make sense for you. To grab the link, head to my show notes or go to my Instagram and check out my bio. Fat loss isn't about trying harder. It's about understanding your body. And once you stop guessing and start working with real data, you stop fighting yourself. And that's when things finally change. Tomorrow, we're talking about what comes after the labs, how to actually use this information to rebuild metabolism, energy, and confidence in a way that lasts. Make sure you're following the show and come back tomorrow for day 10 of the 12 Days of Christmas Fat Loss Edition.
If you're looking for more information on how you can work with me, you can head to my website at www.michellescarlett.com or find me over on Instagram at michellescarlett_. And this information will also be provided in the show notes.